What's good, everybody on YouTube? This is your boy Akil McLeod back with another video. Today I'm testing out this StreamYard system. So if you guys can hear me properly, see me properly, drop a comment, let me know. As of right now, I just wanted to hop on here really quickly with you guys, answer some questions, hopefully give you guys some encouragement. And of course, just wanted to connect with you guys because when times like this, everybody's quarantining, everybody's in the house, everybody's not necessarily working as hard as you usually would during before all this coronavirus stuff started happening. So just wanted to connect with you guys really quickly. If you guys have questions, pop it in the chat. Like I said, I'm definitely using this new program, and I wanted to see if I should start using this StreamYard instead of just doing the YouTube lives, because I want to start going live more often, start doing more live shows with you guys, just being more interactive, kind of build the community up instead of just doing the usual schedule stuff. So I'm seeing some people in the chat. We got some people saying I'm loud and clear. Everything's sounding good. All right, perfect. That's definitely what I wanted. So thanks for everybody checking in, tuning in. People starting to come in. And so as people start to come in, like I said, if you guys have any questions, reseller related, business related, entrepreneur related, drop it in the chat. I'm going to be on a live stream for at least my camera right now. My battery got about 75%. So as long as my camera is good and it's on, I'm going to just keep rocking with you guys. And then I'm going to head out and try to get some stuff done. But you got some people in the chat saying listing still in Vegas. Keep your head up. This will pass before you know it. Amen. We already know this is just like any business. This is going to be setbacks. I know a lot of small businesses out there are suffering. A lot of people are getting laid off, and it's tough. You know what I mean? Because the funny thing is, I remember when I first decided to quit my job, my mom was talking about security, talking about like just friends and family as well, was just talking about security and stuff like that. And when times like this happen, there is no real security, whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you have a full-time job. The security is just tough at this point, especially in terms of financial security. So it's just important to just, keep your head up, literally just stay focused. If you had a goal, if you had a task at hand, this is the time to really just lock in. That's really what I wanted to hop on here and let you guys know, because for me, I know a lot of people probably wondering, what's a good thing to do during this time. And for me right now, I'm really just trying to focus on narrowing down my death pile. Now, I'm probably going to do a separate video on this and show you guys my death pile that I have in my inventory room. But that death pile is something serious right now. And I'm trying to just, narrow it down, because when I first moved from California to Arizona, I brought a bunch of stuff with me just in case the thrift stores wasn't hitting as well, just in case I wasn't able to pivot as fast as I thought I would be able to. And thankfully, I didn't even need to really tackle this death pile. But now that everybody's quarantining, a lot of the stores are closed, the malls are closed, now is the time to really just zero in on that death pile, because the post office is still open. A lot of these business is still carrying on as usual for a lot of places. So for me, that's given me the encouragement and just inspiration to just try to still get some work done. So let's check out the chat. Let's see. Coronavirus, you heard me? Let's see. Have sales been up since the lockdown? Well, in terms of sales, honestly, my sales shortly, I want to say from the top of the month, February sales were really, really good. From between eBay and Poshmark, my sales was roughly around like 15,000, roughly, maybe 14 and some change. This month, it started to slow down a little bit, but I knew it was tax season. February was like the top of the tax return season. So a lot of people was going to be, blowing their cash. So I kind of expected that. But now with this coronavirus happening right now, it's tough, because sales not necessarily have dropped tremendously. It's about 10 to 15% lower than it was last month, but it just kind of lets me see, people are holding on to their funds, and as they should. I mean, times like this, you really never know. You know what I mean? You don't know how long it's gonna last. So I don't expect people to be running and buying shoes like crazy and buying sneakers like crazy, but at the same time, people are shopping. So that's something that's keeping me inspired. People are still shopping. I'm still making daily sales. Made maybe 3 or 4 sales this morning already. So that was good. It's encouraging to know that, you know, with sales being a little slow, you know, you're able to still you know, still make some type of sales, make some type of money. Let's see. Somebody says picture and sound quality is excellent. Thank you very much. I'm glad this might be the new move. Instead of me doing live streaming on YouTube, I might just live stream on this platform instead. Let's see. Some people are saying, how many sneakers should I buy for Posh? How many sneakers should you buy for Posh? I mean, right now I'm still buying. Don't get me wrong, I'm still buying, but a lot of my sales do come from eBay. Like I do make some solid sales on Posh, but most of my sales are coming up on eBay. So if you're trying to sell shoes on the more expensive end, I would say list it on eBay. If you're still doing used and thrift store shoes, those for me are probably selling better on Poshmark because people aren't really, you know, wanting to spend too much money, especially right now. Let's see. I work at an auto plant, just got laid off for Corona situation, about to double up on listings. Yeah, man, as you should. It's tough. Like I said, people are getting laid off left and right. But the beauty of these type of situations is that, for one, it kind of it puts you in a situation where it's like fight or flight. And for a lot of us that resell, you know, a lot of us have that fight mentality. We're not going to just give up and roll over. So the good thing is it's going to show a lot of us that we are way stronger than we thought we was, because you only know how strong you are when you have to be strong. So situations like this is probably going to be, you know, there's some bright sides to this. Let's see. Take profit from sales and invest. Yeah. I don't know what necessarily to invest in right now, because I'm not going to say a heavy investor. I put some money in Acorns, I put some money in Stash, I put some money in other investment stuff like investment platforms. I'm down big on everything right now. I think I lost about $1,000 on Acorns so far, but I'm trying not to look at it. You know what I mean? Because with the market fluctuating this crazy, if you keep paying attention to how bad things are looking, your mood is just gonna go down. So even though I know the market is terrible right now, the good thing is that you know, I'm still young. I'm only 30 years old. Time is still on my side. So, you know, the sad thing is that everybody doesn't have that same situation. There's some people that was dependent on this money to retire. So that's tough. But I mean, at the same time, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully everybody can still, you know, bounce back after this is all said and done. Let's go back to some of these some of these other questions. Bro, your channel is great. You look like Offset from the Migos. You can be his twin. Let me put that on the screen. My man said I look like the Migos. I'll take it. Let's see. Tell Dom sorry to hear about her grandma. Yeah, her grandmother did pass. Definitely tough. I don't think it was due to the virus. I just think it was natural causes, but definitely still kind of sorrow in the house. She's grieving right now, but you know, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it through. Let's see. Time off has been amazing for my death pile. Made 3 sales right away from stuff I took forever to list. Yeah, I've been doing the same thing. A lot of the clothing, a lot of suits that I had, as I told you guys in the top of the year, a lot of my focus was shoes. So I've been really trying to stock up on sneaker deals, buying boots, especially even if I can find some stuff in the thrift. I've been trying to double up on those thrift store stuff as well. But the clothing, I just kind of stopped. Like the clothing items that I had, I just kind of put it in a death pile and just been sitting there. But of course, certain brands, certain pieces, certain items, people are still going to buy. You know what I mean? People are still traveling. People are still carrying on business as usual. I just listed a pair of Perry Ellis pants that I got from that wholesale order that I got. I made a video on a wholesale order I did with Honcho Wholesale. I listed those up for $30. They sold immediately. They sold the next day. I woke up this morning and that was one of the sales that sold this morning. So it's still good to, you know, if you have death piles, go through it, list it. If you have stuff sitting around the house that you kind of was on the fence about, go ahead and list it as well, because people are still shopping. Everybody's not affected by this as much as I thought, but you know, people are still shopping. So go ahead and still list your stuff. Let's see. Fighting to the end. That's right. Got to keep fighting. My man Pete, sorry for your loss, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. People are saying, do not look at markets. Things will be completely different in a year from now. Absolutely. That's the thing with stocks and paying attention to investments and stuff like that. It's a steady roller coaster. And earlier this year, we seen a huge uptick. Like I said, I was up maybe, I think I made close to about $800 on Acorns just from my investments. And I was happy with that. I wasn't thinking of it. I wasn't touching it. So now I'm down 1,000. So it's a roller coaster. Who knows? By 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, I might shoot right back up once everybody starts putting their money back in the market. So we'll see how that goes. Are sales slowing down for you recently? No, not necessarily. Sales are somewhat slowed down, maybe 10 to 15%. Keep in mind it's only March 18th, so I'm not terribly like nervous and stuff like that now right now. And the good thing is, I tell you guys all the time, I don't buy anything. Like for me, I spend a lot. If anything, I spend my money on travel. But for the most part, when it comes to like buying luxuries and just having, I forgot the word I'm looking for, but just having those vices that people spend money on, I don't necessarily spend money on much. So the good thing is I have somewhat of a safety net. So if this carries on longer than we thought, it is what it is. Hopefully it doesn't though. Let's see. Goodwill's closing here in Southern California. Sourcing limited, going to get stuff listed as best as possible. Piles are going to go finally. Yeah, man, Goodwill's is closing. I think the Goodwill's here are still open. I just think when it came down to the Saturday half off sales, I think those are going to be canceled because they don't want too much people in the stores. But I passed by one of the thrift stores that I don't ever go to, but I drove past it yesterday and the parking lot was empty and they were open. So people are just, being safe, being precautious. Everybody's not a reseller. So I always got to remember that when the parking lots are empty, there still the parking lots are empty because people aren't looking casually shopping. People are just in the house, just, trying to stay safe. But the good thing is, like you said, by people shopping, by people being at home, we gonna comb through a lot of these death piles. So my plan is to hopefully be completely done with these death piles by the end of the month. And that's a big goal because I got a lot of stuff I'm sitting on right now. Let's see. Monica and Millie became upset at someone telling her to stay inside. She exposed the comments to the world. Would you get upset too? No, I don't get upset about much. I'm not the most zen person, but comments don't necessarily get to me. I just laugh at them. Sometimes I just delete them, block people, keep it moving. Everybody has their own, opinions. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. And once you go on the internet, you want to talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. You got to expect the good with the bad. So for everybody that's, showing support and enjoys the content, you're always going to have people that, dislike it, and you're going to have trolls as well. So it is what it is. We got a $10 super chat from Peter. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. That's very dope of you. Thank you. Let's see. Damn, G, you on roids. Yeah, right. My wife would kill me if I was ever on anything, and I would never do nothing like that. Hey, Diamonds in the chat. What's up, baby? But yeah, I would never get on no roids. And let me talk about that for a second. Let me talk about this gym, because one thing that keeps me very level-headed and very, just very level-headed and zen. I go to the gym, and when I go, I train hard, right? The gyms are closed right now. So for me, yesterday I didn't work out at all. So I'm going to have to try to figure out some type of home workout. Drop a comment if you guys want to start seeing some type of different content from me, whether it's like these home workout stuff. I know it's trending, so I hate being like that trendy person trying to put stuff out. But I might just put it on my Instagram stories or something. But I know I got to do something to stay active, because if I don't work out, I will not be as happy-go-lucky and as calm and collected as I seem. And the gym's closing, the fitness center in my apartment is closed. So I'm literally just have to do push-ups, pull-ups, whatever I can do in the house. But it's tough right now, man. They trying to keep us away from the gym. And it makes sense because the gym could be gross, but it's just tough. Shout out to my boy Peter again. I appreciate you, man. That's dope, man. Thank you. Let's see. I'm glad you support and rather expose someone for a concerned comment. Stay safe. Hope you continue to do well. Thank you very much, man. Condolences to your family. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough right now, you know. She was older, so it was it's still tough. I'll be in New York next week. So I would say try to do a meetup, but we probably still will be quarantined, but I'll be in New York next week for the funeral. My workout includes putting a Big Mac to my face, trying to gain weight. Yo, that's what's up. That's funny because gaining weight is not a problem for me. I'd get fat super, super fast. That is definitely not a problem for me. But yeah, let me see what other notes I had put in here. Yeah, one thing I was trying to also forgot to tell you guys, when it comes to times like this, you want to be productive. You want to stay active. The first day that I started seeing stuff getting shut down and stuff was closing, I just started to clean the house. Like I literally just was trying to be as active as possible because you don't want to just get restless. You don't want to take this time for granted either. I know a lot of people that especially do this part-time. A lot of people are home from work right now. So a lot of people are just chilling, watching Netflix on Instagram all day, just scrolling. I mean, some part of that entertainment aspect is important. Just keep your mind off of, all the nonsense that's happening right now. But at the same time, you got to be productive. You got to be active because that's what's going to, keep us healthy. That's what's going to keep us, excited and invigorated. You got to stay active. So for me, the first thing I did was the easiest thing. I just wanted to clean the whole house because I don't want to have a messy environment, and people, me and Dom already working from home, being in each other's face all day in a messy house, that was not going to work whatsoever. So I definitely just encourage y'all to, like I said, stay active. Start by cleaning up the crib. Start by combing through your death piles, selling anything that you might have laying around the house that you kind of was thinking of holding on to. Get it listed. You know what I mean? Just put it up. You never know. It might just sell quicker than you thought. Get the pull-up bar for the door at Walmart. Yeah, I might have to do that. I might have to get the pull-up bar. The only thing is those bars be ruining the door hinges. So I don't know if I might be able to do that. But I'm gonna see if I can get one that doesn't do any damage because you gotta stay fit. The gyms are closed, but I'm gonna Google and do some YouTubing and see if I can find some home workouts. I have dumbbells in the house, but that's it. So whatever I can do, full body workouts that includes dumbbells, I should be good. When need more positive resellers. We need more positive resellers like you so we can keep positive ourselves. I appreciate that, man. You got to be positive, man. Like that's it. Like it's the reason why. And I tell a lot of my friends and my family, and of course I talk to Dom about this all the time. Positivity breeds positivity. Negativity breeds negativity. If you're a negative person, bad things follow. If you're a positive person, good things follow. There's no coincidence the trajectory in my life is going the way it is because I try to stay positive. I try to put good karma out there, try to just do right by people. And that's the only way to go about it. Because if you try to be negative, you try to take shortcuts, you try to do people wrong, it's going to come right back to you. And for me, when I was younger, negative karma used to come back to me like this. I do something wrong, 15 minutes later, something bad happens to me. Now, I'm just getting too old for that. I don't got time for the negative karma. I don't got time to do people wrong. So, you just got to stay positive, man. Simone Neverson, $5. Thank you very much. That's what's up. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Let's see. Thanks for sharing some positive outlook and my condolences. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's see. I was trying to work on my messy ass garden, but it's been raining every day here in SoCal. Yeah, I heard it's been raining like crazy, and that's the tough part because now people that would usually go to the gym, they would work out outside or at least go for a hike or something. But I heard it's been raining like crazy. So like I said, just be in the house, do what you can, do some push-ups, do some body squats, sit by the side of the couch and do something for your triceps. You could still do some stuff in the house. So, just gotta try to stay active, man. Will shipping services close or have a limit? What I've heard is that I don't remember the last time the post office ever closed. Even when I forgot the name of that thing that was happening a few years ago, where people was getting contaminated mail. But even then, the post office didn't close. They just took more precautions. So, hopefully the post office doesn't close. I think the CDC said that the post office isn't in any real severe danger, so they're going to stay open. And that's the good thing. As long as the post office is still open, business will continue as usual. And if it doesn't, we might have to start doing some local sales, because like I said, people still buying, people still looking for stuff. So we might have to just put a focus on the local stuff, and from there just try to figure it out as we go. But like I said, as long as the post office is still open, for me, business is going to continue. I'm going to keep listing. I'm not necessarily shopping as much as I would before, because the places I would shop, like Ross and places like that, some of them are starting to close. I heard every Macy's in New York, I think, is closed. It's crazy right now. But the one good thing, and I'll give you guys this tip, I've been shopping online. A lot of places online have been having some crazy sales that doesn't even make sense. And it could be because a lot of these big box stores, they have a lot of overhead, so they got to make sales regardless. So places like Nordstrom Rack this morning had a secret Nike sale that was happening. So for those that sell sneakers, definitely head over to Nordstrom Rack. A lot of the stuff I was interested in was either on hold or they were sold out. But it's still pretty early. So if you're trying to buy something for yourself, you could easily get some Air Max 95s, 98s, 97s. I've seen a bunch of different colors. I've seen a lot of dope shoes, but like I said, you just got to be fast on it. So I'm gonna put that link on there so you guys can check out Nordstrom Rack. I know they got that crazy sale happening. I bought a couple things to try to flip, but I mean, we'll see. I'm not expecting it to sell right away, but the deals were just too good. So I am doing some sourcing, because like I said, in order to stay positive and to, stay productive, you still gotta try to carry on with your day. So for me doing that little bit of online sourcing was like that relief that I needed to let me know that, deals are still here, opportunities are still here. So you just gotta take advantage of what you got. Let's see. Let's keep going back into the chat. Reezy Resells was saying that UPS won't close, but we never really know. Yeah, Reezy, if Reezy said it, I believe him. Well, like you said, you really never know. So I don't know, man. Let's see. Are you liking Arizona or California for sourcing and overall living? As of right now, I'm really loving Arizona. Like really, really loving it. California was cool. California was definitely a good place for me to kind of get the reselling game to that next level, because the thrift stores out there were insane. As you guys know, I was doing trips to the thrifts on a regular basis, and the thrift stores was out there. It was just amazing. So now that the thrift stores here aren't as good, it did kind of give me that foundation that I needed. I made a ton of mistakes while I was there, so now that I'm in this new environment and I did make some pivots in terms of my business strategy, now I'm just able to kind of take all those lessons that I learned in California, apply it here, make way less mistakes, and just make more money. Because at the end of the day, I was doing a lot of stuff, buying for $2 and $3 and selling for about 30. That was like the average of that was like the meat and potatoes of the business model. But now I'm starting to just level up just a little more. So that's definitely a positive. But in terms of Arizona, I just like it way more. It's not super hot yet, so I think I'll get back to you in a couple months when it gets really hot, and I'll see how I'm still liking it, if I'm still liking it. But just the cost of living overall is just way better. California, we was paying almost $2,400 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment. Here we're paying like $1,350 or something for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So cost of living is just can't even compare it. You know what I mean? Let's see. Hello, everyone. The grocery stores are open to senior citizens an hour before the masses can enter. As for me, my house we will trust the Lord and keep it moving. Amen. That's what you got to do. And take advantage of the fact that you can go early, because people are buying up everything. I've never seen people panic like this before, but everybody's situation is different. Everybody's outlook on life is different. That's why people are buying up everything. But we just trying to buy what we need and what we can use for right now, so that other people can still go ahead and get stuff. I didn't want to buy up every pack of rice and every, all the groceries. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, you got to buy what you need and let other people get stuff as well. I know some post offices are limiting hours. That's not in my area, but I wouldn't see why they wouldn't be doing that, because I'm sure just to keep people out the store. Any healthy eating tips? Well, I got a lot of healthy eating tips for you because the past month or so we've been eating super clean. First tip: no carbs at night. Like, try to limit the carbs as much as possible. Breakfast, at first I was doing a lot of intermittent fasting, and it worked, especially when I was in California, because I used to go thrifting pretty much like around 12 o'clock. I would usually leave the house for thrifting purposes, so I wouldn't eat until 12. I would eat right before I left the house and then eat when I get home. I don't do intermittent fasting anymore, so I'm eating breakfast now, and I do way more protein in the morning and the top of the day. So I'll eat like 3 eggs, some oatmeal, and some fruit. And then for lunch, it's like a protein and some vegetables and some carbs, maybe some rice and some sweet potato. And then at night, try to do no carbs, whether it just be vegetables and chicken, and try to do it that way. That's the best healthy and tips I got for you. And I think that's one of the best things we could do right now, especially since we can't work out and go to the gyms like we would usually do. The most important part is to just eat good. You know what I mean? Try to eat clean, because if you taking advantage of Uber Eats and you're buying French fries and eating fried chicken all day, your mood is gonna go down. You're gonna start gaining weight, and it's only gonna get worse from there. So that's my healthy eating tips I got for y'all. What's up, bro? Just got back from the gym. Lucky you. Lucky you. You can go to the gym. That's what's up, though. Did you sell all those golf pants and shorts? I'm afraid of the post office closing, because then what will we do? I didn't sell all the shorts yet. I had maybe over 80 pairs of shorts, and I had about 100 pairs of those pants. I sold about 5 pairs of the polo pants on eBay so far, and I sold maybe 40 pairs of shorts. I've been getting rid of a lot of them from consignment shops. I've been selling a lot of them to like Buffalo Exchange, and I sold a few on eBay and I sold a few on Poshmark. But my main thing was that I tried to recoup at least half of my money back rather quickly by taking them to consignment shops. And the ones that sold on eBay was just like the extra little profit. So from here on out, everything that sells is going to be mainly profit. And keep in mind, I think I spent like $2 for the pants and like $2 for the shorts and like $3 for the pants. So that was a good investment. It's just a very long tail investment. It's gonna take a while until everything sells out, but it's good to have, a solid amount of clothing inventory, because people are gonna shop more once the weather changes up. Just spoke with the postal worker about 30 minutes ago, and postal worker said no slowdown. Yeah, I know I've been going to post office every day, and I've been seeing a lot of other, resellers in there dropping off their packages. So business is carrying on. What do you think about people hoarding sanitizer and tissue and trying to sell on Amazon and other platforms, and are getting their things banned and accused of price gauging? Yeah, man, when it comes down to this hoarding sanitizer and the toilet paper, I don't know what the toilet paper thing is about. But it just reminds me of when all the resellers were selling Kobe stuff for crazy prices when he passed. The day he passed, everything that I had Kobe related sold. And it didn't even click to me that people was trying to just buy up his stuff because he passed. And shortly afterwards, I was seeing those same shoes that I would sell for $50. I was seeing them on eBay and Poshmark for $250, $300. And I'm just like, what? Like, I have limited samples from Kobe that Kyle Korver donated to Goodwill, and I ended up buying them. I have like 18 pairs, right? I priced those for $400 because those are samples. Those are one of one, and they are linked to Kyle Korver. They were his shoes. So I priced those high, and I sold one pair for $350. I would never understand why somebody would price a regular general release Kobe Bryant shoe for $300 that's been used and beat up just to make money on his name. Like, to me, that's what really to me, it shows a lack of integrity, because if you're willing to do that for $1, you're willing to do anything. And it's sad, because it's a lot of people like that. It's a lot of people that's taking advantage of people's, misfortune, trying to buy up sanitizer and then selling it. And people, like I said earlier in the video, you get what you put out in the world. So for those that bought thousands of hand sanitizer and thinking they was going to make a fortune, congratulations, you played yourself, because now you can't sell it. So it's one of those things that, You got to have integrity in whatever it is that you're doing, whether you're reselling, whether you're working a 9 to 5, whatever your business model is. You got to have integrity, because it's going to come back to you. You know what I mean? If you try to do wrong, wrong will come back. And that's just a perfect example of it. This is sad, but it is what it is. Let's see. Good luck with that heat. And 1,300, that's what I pay for rent in South Philly. Yeah, man. I think 1,300 for rent is that base price where you can get something and still live comfortably. Checking in from Atlanta. Because of you, I just started my eBay and Poshmark store. I have a lot of clothes I gotta iron and post. Yeah, man, get to it. This is the time that now there's no excuse not to do it. You know, I have a bunch of clothes that need steaming. I have a lot of clothes that need ironing, and I'm gonna get to it now because I have no excuse. I can't say I didn't have time, because I got all the time in the world now. I'm not spending time, thrifting. So I'm just out here now. Let's see. My mother-in-law is a hoarder, and she had 6 months worth of food already, so didn't have to go out and stock up. For people like that, they look like geniuses now. They don't necessarily look like a hoarder. They look like they was ahead of the curve. So that's what's up. How much toilet paper do you have? I got enough toilet paper for about 2 weeks, and that's it. But I definitely didn't want to be one of those people running out there buying all the toilet paper. I don't know if people are nervous about, I don't know if I was talking to my mom, and she said maybe people are concerned about their kids and the entire family being home. So everybody needs more toilet paper because more people will be using the bathroom. I have no clue. I don't know what that toilet paper thing is about. Drop a comment if you guys understand what that is about. I don't know if people are reselling toilet paper. I don't know what it is, but for me, it just didn't make sense. Because if we are going to experience some hard times, the last thing I'm thinking of is how am I going to, serve, what purpose toilet paper is going to serve. I'm not thinking of toilet paper. I mean, that's ridiculous. Anyway, I bought my house and my mortgage payment is only $900. Congrats on the house. That's what's up. I'm trying to buy a house sometime within the near future, within the next year or two. I'm trying to buy a house. It's just tough trying to make any big purchases as an entrepreneur, especially as a young entrepreneur in this early stage, because for one, when it comes down to the business model, at first I was a sole proprietor, so I was literally trying to, have all my taxes as low as possible. So on paper, it doesn't look like I make much, because any business owner knows at the end of the day, you try to make your expenses as large as possible, so your tax debt is low. So when you bring your tax returns to a lender, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. They're going to say you don't make any money. So it's tough trying to navigate that. But like I said, the business model has changed around. Might take a bigger hit when it comes to taxes in the next couple of years, because the income is coming in. But with that being said, you're going to have to pay more taxes on the back end. So it's kind of like just got to figure out which opportunity is worth the risk. Like figure out if you want a house really bad or if you just want to grow your business really bad. And for me, I want both. So I'm just going to have to take that tax hit and, try to make it happen. If an item in your death pile is going to take too long to list or not be worth listing, I'm just redonating and taking the loss. Time equals money. I agree. I've definitely, one thing that I definitely was doing was trying to just pack up a bundle of stuff to just redonate, like you said. Excuse me, because a lot of stuff that I have for sale, or a lot of stuff that I had in my death pile, I didn't realize that when I bought it at first, I thought it was perfect. And the reason why it ended up in a death pile in the first place was because it may have had a stain, it may have had a hole, it may have had some type of flaw. So for me, the death pile just started to pack up because I had so many damaged stuff. So stuff that have really bad damages and stuff that is not worth cleaning, especially if it sells for a little bit of money, I'm just going to donate it. Just get it out the house and just kind of start fresh. But a lot of stuff that I was holding on to, I'm kind of glad, because I sold a suit yesterday that I was holding on to for no reason. It was a Canali suit. So for those that was looking for a bolo, Canali is a really good brand. And it sold for like $120, $125 with shipping. So that was a really good sale, but I would have never made that money if I just left that suit sitting there. And it only was up for like 3 or 4 days and ended up selling. So times like this, I was thinking people wouldn't be buying suits, but I sold 2 suits in the last 3 days. So to me, that positive signs is coming. People worried about being quarantined for 2 weeks and not being able to leave the house. Yeah, that, I guess you're talking about the toilet paper, but yeah, I mean, it does make sense, and especially if it's a large family. In Arizona, to me, I feel like everywhere I've been going, people have like at least 2 to 3 kids. So if it's a 2-parent household and 2 3 kids, you might really run through a lot of toilet paper. But people like you said, people are investing in toilet paper at this point. So I don't know. I can see both sides, but at the same time, I do think people are kind of overreacting. Let's see. They are reselling it. I saw someone post toilet paper. I hope you're saying toilet paper for 120. That is ridiculous. Glad you caught the live. Thank you very much. I'm just trying to be out here, trying to be active, trying to spread some positivity out here, because it's a lot of the media right now is definitely, I don't know. It seemed like the media is literally trying to ensue panic, and it's trying to make people more nervous than we should be. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't take it serious, but at the same time, you still gotta carry on. You still gotta move forward. And the media is making it seem as if we're literally in the last days. So it's killing me. It's killing me. The media is just too much power in the media, and they're just making people too worried. My sister is in the real estate business out there in Arizona. She said property in AZ is really hard to come by right now. Yeah, the thing with the market in Arizona is that there's a lot of people moving here every month. I've heard it's like 70,000 people a month moving to Arizona. And for me, I'm like, I don't know where these people are, because it doesn't seem that, crazy. But Arizona is really big and it's really spread out. So in New York and other large cities, they tend to build up. So you might see some taller buildings. But in my apartment complex, for example, it's only 3 floors in the building. So instead of like continuously building up to having 10-floor buildings, they're just having, 3, I think 3, maybe 4 is the highest, and they're just spreading out. So people are probably moving into Arizona by the droves, but they're not necessarily moving into like the West Valley. They're moving into all different places, Arizona. So crazy, but I get it. I know why people are coming to Arizona, because it's much more affordable. People flock to what they can control, and no one wants to be out of essential, so they are hoarding up. Yep, that's what it is. That is exactly what it is, hoarding all the essentials. California rent is high. I used to live in the hills, like a block from Capitol Records and 2 blocks from Hollywood Boulevard. I miss LA. I, on the other hand, do not miss California. Only thing I miss is like driving down and seeing the coast, seeing the water. That was always peaceful and relaxing, but I definitely don't miss LA. Someone said, Jay Bird, my dog taught me how to do scooties across the floor. I don't need TV. Yo, you always got the jokes, bro. Let's see. Media is all negative. I haven't turned the news on since the whole outbreak. Yeah, man, you're not missing nothing. You're not missing anything. They're literally just blowing this way out of control. And yes, they're informing us and keeping us up to date, but they are definitely just trying to ensue panic. So you're not missing nothing, man. If anything, you might be missing out the news about on the sports front in terms of the NFL, but you're not missing nothing. Let's see, media making a lot of money. Everybody glued to TV. Yeah, man, everybody is, especially a lot of the older people that this is affecting. Because keep in mind, it's not affecting, younger people with healthy immune systems. It's affecting older people that already have pre-existing conditions. So the older crowd is already the people that, watch the news for the most part. I don't know a ton of young people that watch the news, and it's ensuing panic for them. They're nervous, they're scared, you know what I mean? So they're kind of harboring on that audience, and it's tough, you know what I mean? But like I said, we just got to do what we got to do, stay positive, keep it moving, and just do what we can. Control what you can control. You know what I mean? All this stuff, we can't control it, so you can't even stress about it, because it's literally out of your control. And that's something I had to learn years ago. I used to be the person panicking and like always antsy, and it's a complete 180, because once I learned the concept of controlling what you can control, you maneuver through life differently, I will panic if NFL season is canceled. Man, when I heard about the NBA getting canceled, because I'm an NBA fan. I don't necessarily watch football as much as I used to. But NBA, I'm a huge NBA fan. I go to NBA games as much as I can. And when they canceled the season, I think that's when I kind of realized how serious this was. And it kind of made me, I guess, respect it a little more, because at first you always have these different flus and these different illnesses that come about just about every other year. It's something major. I remember when it was swine flu. I remember when it was um, that other flu that the mosquitoes was carrying, and there was people were just really, really nervous about that, and then it passed. But with the NBA season getting canceled and actual players getting diagnosed with it, that's when it opened my eyes, and I was like, oh, this is real. Like, and they canceled it, which was smart, because it could have definitely went left if they kept it going. So I'm just waiting, being patient. They said about April we should be back. We should be live watching games again. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I don't know how they're gonna go. Right. West Nile virus. I don't know if they're gonna start with the playoffs first. I don't know if they're gonna start with continue the season. I'm not really sure what they're gonna do. I would like them to finish the season, only because it was still like 17, 18 games left in the NBA season, and a lot could change in that course. And not only that, you're gonna have players that's gonna come back out of shape. A lot of people, I know I'm saying how I'm gonna stay fit, but a lot of them, they probably chilling on the couch right now eating Cheetos. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be tough. So I want them to at least get back in game playing shape. That way the playoffs can play out like it's supposed to. You know what I mean? So I'm just be patient, because I'm definitely looking forward to the NBA season. And hopefully, we don't gotta wait too long. Let's see. Businesses closing made me respect it more. Yeah, the thing is, with the businesses closing, honestly, it made me just feel bad for a lot of people. Like, I felt real remorseful, because I know my situation in terms of employment. There's nobody that can fire me. There's nobody that can lay me off. So that's the privilege that I have in that aspect of it. But it's a lot of people getting laid off, especially restaurant workers, bar and grills, people that work for a lot of these arenas and a lot of these like big public places that hold a lot of people. A lot of these people are getting laid off. So that's what it made me think. It made me think of those people, just keeping them in my prayers, because it's messed up. Like, it's tough. And it's really nothing they could have done to kind of foresee that, you know what I mean? So for a lot of those people, it's tough. But I did hear that, they're supposed to be trying to give out some stimulus packages to everybody that's being affected. And I don't know if it's just to salary workers or it's everybody. Hopefully it's everybody, because in one way or another, everybody's being affected by this. But we'll see how that rolls out. Like I said, I'm not necessarily watching the news that closely, but when it comes to finance related things, I'm definitely trying to keep my ear to the streets, because you kind of have to. Let's see. The president said it was a hoax. Now he said it's a pandemic. Our leadership is trash. Healthy young people are carriers, so we all have to shelter in place. There is a new disease every election cycle. That is true. Every election cycle, it seems like it's something. But like I said, every couple of years, there's something. So I don't know if it necessarily comes around election time, but I don't know. I don't want to talk too much politics, but it just goes to show how many people and how many different areas of life in society is affected by something like this. That's why it's so crazy. The school is going to be closed possibly till September. Now I have 2 kids at home trying to work, so it may be a little more challenging these next few months. Plus, sports are canceled for the kids. Yeah, that's the thing with sports being canceled. Sports is one of those things that kind of gets people. For one, it brings people together, but 2, it's a distraction, and it's a healthy distraction where it's like provides that entertainment, so you can just focus on whatever sport it is without having to think about the troubles of daily life. So without sports, people are going to be a lot more stressed. But for those that really watch stuff and really need entertainment, there's tons of entertainment out there. Like, there's tons of entertainment. So hopefully people shouldn't be too bad in terms of finding something good to watch. But man, with the kids, I don't know. I used to work at a college. I always talk about it, but I used to work at a college, and I've never heard of a college closing the whole SUNY system shut down. And once the whole SUNY system shut down, I was like, oh, this is serious. This is real life. So hopefully these kids that are getting homeschooled and stuff like that, hopefully they're still getting a good education. Hopefully they're not going to be missing out too badly. And I also didn't even think of the kids that were supposed to graduate this year. Like, what about those kids? How are they going to finish up their education? I don't know if they're going to have to come back for next semester, because the whole spring semester pretty much was canceled. So gonna have to figure this out. The CDC is trash. They are destroying the economy. How on earth are we adopting what China and Italy are doing? Everyone is speculating regardless of their credentials. The US will not be the same. Yeah, man, we in some troubled times right now, boy. We in some troubled times. Trump about to give everyone $1,000. That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing why either 1,000 or 1,000 per person, or like 500 per child. I know Andrew Yang was talking about like that type of similar model when he was a candidate. So I think they might be adopting that as well. Let's see. I know you and Dama are waiting on your $1,000 checks. Honestly, I don't know if I'll even get it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm hoping it's for everybody, because that'll be dope. But I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get it. I don't know if everybody's getting it, but it is what it is. Have your sales dipped? Mine has. Yeah, my sales have went down a little bit. Nothing crazy. I would say about 10-15% my sales went down, but nothing crazy to the point where I'm like starting to really be nervous. And like I was saying earlier in the live stream, I don't spend a lot of money. So for me, it's like I have a cash shelter, I guess you can call. So I'm not too nervous about sales being too slow, and it's expected. As an entrepreneur, you've been doing, this is my 3rd year doing business. That's why I don't spend money, because you never know. You always have to have money put aside for a rainy day. You always have to have some type of security put aside for yourself, especially if you're an entrepreneur. If you work a 9 to 5, you definitely need to have money put aside as well. But for me in particular, I know it's super important to just put cash aside. And because it's not just me, it's my wife. My wife works with me, so it's in case of emergency for her, I got to be prepared. In case of emergency for my family, I got to be prepared. So it's got to keep your money, keep it tight. I'm going to flip that 1K if I get it. Hell yeah, I'm definitely going to flip it for sure. If they give me an extra $1,000, guarantee I'll turn that 1,000 into 3. Guarantee it. Kansas, New Jersey, and CT have canceled school for the rest of the year. Wow, even Kansas? Wow. Is that where you're from? Are you from Kansas? Because why Kansas too? That's the middle of the country. Why? I didn't mean watching sports. I meant their sports teams. Let's see. Corona is not new. Flu season kills hundreds and thousands worldwide every year. UK just closed schools but aren't forcing businesses to stop. They should have the most cases but don't. Yeah, Corona. I definitely heard about. I've seen it on like a bleach label where it's definitely not new, and it's something that it was always like a factor, always a possibility. I just think with people just not washing their hands and people just not being smart, just what's causing it to spread. So I think the fact that we all quarantining and just kind of isolation, that's probably the best thing that could probably happen for right now, and just stop the spread. You know what I mean? But you're right, it's definitely not new. It is definitely not new. NYC is a ghost town, very airy. Yeah, man. The craziest thing about it is the fact that I was supposed to go to New York to just go home and see my mom. It's been a little while. I haven't seen her since the wedding. So I was supposed to go down there and just chill out with her. I was going to get us tickets to go see the Lid AF tour with Martin Lawrence. But of course, that's probably going to get canceled now. So like I said, it's just a lot of pivoting that had to happen. And she was telling me not to come because it's like you said, it's a ghost town. The trains, they're trying to limit the amount of people using public transportation. Of course, people are still using it because people are still having to go to work and stuff like that. But definitely is a ghost town right now. Because everything's shut down. So definitely very weird to even see it like that. Let's see. What do you think of Air Max Day releases? Looks trash to me other than the duck camo. Honestly, the when it comes down to the any releases, all the releases are either getting postponed or just pushed back. I haven't even seen some of the Air Max Day releases yet, so I'm definitely gonna have to check it out. I think I see maybe one or two mock-ups of the Air Max Day stuff, but I know all the Jordans like the Flints got pushed back, the MP6s got pushed back for like the third time now. Um, in terms of sneaker releases, period, all the shoes and all of like clothing as well. A lot of stuff comes from overseas, whether it's China or whether it's places in Europe. So of course, a lot of stuff is going to get pushed back. A lot of stuff is going to get, affected. So I'm not I don't know. It's just weird. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you didn't even think that different areas would get affected, but they're getting affected. Everybody's getting affected. So I'm gonna check out the Air Max Day stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised if they push it back and change the release day. So let's see. I bet those individuals that you see in the restrooms leave out without washing their hands are washing them now. Yeah, that isn't it gross how many people I would go to especially in the gym. You go to the gym bathroom, you go real quick, you wash your hands, and you see that same person use the bathroom and then walk out, and then they go right back and hit the weights. And then it just makes you like you really see how disgusting people are. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things where, if anything, I hope this people build a new habit of just washing your hands. Like just the fact that we have to encourage people and remind people, adults, to wash your hands is ridiculous. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. People just got to make better decisions, man. Just got to make better decisions. NYC gyms, movie theaters, bars, clubs, no groups of 50 or more. No groups of more than 50. Even Macy's on 34th Street is closed. Yeah, NYC is definitely shut down completely. Everything. And that's the toughest part, because it's the social isolation is important right now. The quarantine is important right now, but once you close everything down, now you really got people tripping and nervous. So it's tough, man. I heard trade is not going to get affected, but I'm sure it will. Oh yeah, it definitely will. Absolutely. Any stimulus money like the $1,000 is going to be taxed as income at tax time. No thanks. Yeah, they're gonna tax it. They're not just gonna send you $1,000 stipend. They're gonna tax it. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see even how they even go about it, because they might just do 1,000 per house. They might do 1,000 per family member. They might do, like I said before, they might give you money based on the amount of kids you have. It could be a whole bunch of different ways. So those that are affected by it, they're out of work. I guarantee you they're not thinking about, getting taxed on it. They're more so thinking about how they can use that $1,000 and either pay their rent or pay their bills and, just maintain. So I see both sides of it, but, I think it'll do more. I'm hoping it'll do more good than harm. You know what I mean? Let's see. They even closed the gym in my apartment complex. I'm about to start doing resistance bands workouts at home. Yeah, man, they closed it in my apartment too. But I think I was gonna call them and like try to complain and try to ask them if they could just open it for me. But I ain't nobody special. They ain't gonna listen to me. I'm gonna just try to work out at home. I think what it is too is that I think it's coming from the state. I think the states are I think every state is trying to enforce the closing of gyms and fitness centers. So it's just going to be tough. I think private gyms, I think some of them are still open. But I know all the big box gyms like LA Fitness and Planet Fitness, I know all of those are closed, but there are some private gyms that's still open and still functioning. I just think they're just trying to take more precaution and stuff, like personal training gyms, but we'll see. Let's see. It should be tax-free, otherwise no point. Yeah, I hope it's tax-free. Brandon says, what days do Ross typically restock? Ross restocks every day. That's what I've been told. I've been told Ross restocks Monday through Saturday. I don't go on Sundays that often, so I'm not sure if they sometimes restock on Sunday, but I've been told they restock Monday through Saturday. Every time I go to a Ross, I try to at least ask a couple questions to the cashiers or people that I see working, and they always tell me Monday through Saturday. Same thing with Burlington. Some restock in the morning, some restock in the evening, some restock at night, because most Rosses, they stay open till like midnight, so some of them restock in the middle of the night. So it's just about being consistent. Just like the thrift stores, you got to go all different times of the day. Just try to familiarize yourself with it and just try to kind of figure out their schedule without them even having to tell you, because they're not going to tell you come back at 2:30, we're going to restock. They're not going to tell you that. So you kind of got to figure it out yourself. So for me, as soon as I, seen some shoes getting restocked at a certain time, I just try to go back that same time and just try to build a pattern that way. Let's see. I wonder how this is going to affect paying our taxes on April 15th. I hope they give us a break. Yeah. I was just about to say the tax deadline has been extended for 90 days. If you're a small business owner as well, I know a lot of people, they file for extensions, so they don't file until October. So like I said, the deadline has been extended because a lot of people have been affected by this. Some people can't even afford to go get their taxes filed and go to H&R Block or whatever. So it's tough, but it's definitely been extended. So that's the good thing. I think, I don't know about y'all, but every time I check my emails, because I try to check my emails pretty often, but every time I check my emails, I see that every company is trying to do something to address it. They're either extending like payment plans, they're trying to lower interest rates. Like everybody's trying to do something to kind of ease the stress. So that's good. That's comforting to know that people are recognizing what's happening and they're trying to be proactive. Let's see. My 3 adult children and wife are all home due to school or working from home. I love them to death, but can't wait for these mofos to go somewhere. They are getting on my damn nerves. Yo, that is hilarious. I could only imagine there's probably so many people, especially those of us that already was working from home, and now the rest of the family is at home too. It's like, I could only imagine how different that could be, because it was a huge adjustment just having Dom not work anymore. With her working at home with me, it was a huge adjustment, because when I'm working, I might be listening to a podcast, or I might be watching like sports highlights or something like that on ESPN. But with her, she listens to music while she works. So she was taking pictures of stuff and she's listening to whatever she's listening to. So for me, I was just like, this is different. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm not used to hearing music playing in the background, but you get adjusted to it, you get used to it. But the good thing is, it's only going to be for a short amount of time. And for me, I just got used to it. I just got used to it to the point now where I like it. You know what I mean? I prefer her working at home with me. So just took a little time. My barbershop is closed, and when they open again, will be by appointment only. Probably beauty shops too. What's a sister to do? I got to get my hair done too. So I got to get this braid fixed. I got one that's a little loose. Y'all can't really see it because I'm trying to make sure that you don't see it, but I got to go get mine fixed too. So I'm just trying to make sure I get all that in order. But a lot of the salons and the barbershops, a lot of them are still open. So at least in Arizona. So a lot of them are still open. For you, I would probably say, if you can, probably just try to do it yourself, or just struggle it out, just thug it out and just rock it. Put a hat on. Put a hat on, because we all gotta stay inside anyway, so ain't nobody about to see your hair. You gotta throw the cap on. I don't know. But yeah, man, this is definitely definitely some difficult times we in right now, man. Let me go back into the chat, see if there's anything that I missed. I hope this battery's still lasting for a little longer, because I'm actually about to head out in a little while. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything in the chat. I think we had a schedule. Oh, I actually did just make a sale. I don't know if it was somebody just watching. I just made a sale of some Adidas just so that's what's up. Like I said, we still making sales. We still going to the post office. The post office is open, so I'm gonna ship that out today. So just gotta stay positive, y'all. On this last note, what type of content do you guys want to see from your boy these next couple weeks? I was thinking of doing some sticking to the usual stuff, doing some more Ross footage as long as they're still open. But I'm either gonna continue doing some live streams and just trying to just connect, or I'm just gonna figure something else out. I don't know. What type of content do you guys want to see? Because I don't want to just put out content that's not relatable for right now, because I know a lot of people are forced to stay home. So I don't want to necessarily go back to doing thrifting videos yet, while a lot of you guys can't go thrifting. So let me know what type of stuff you guys want to see. Let's see. Just saying, but why doesn't the media do the math and common sense? This deadly virus is simply not deadly. Total deaths worldwide is 9K. World population is 8 billion. 8 billion. Please stop the hysteria. Yeah, man, it's crazy. But you know what it is? It's one of those situations where the media has nothing else to talk about. So of course they're gonna push it. And they can talk about a lot of other stuff because there's so many other things happening right now. But you know, that's the big topic. So of course they're just gonna keep pushing that. I used to make lock videos. There's a huge lock community on here. One can learn. See, I can't do any hair related videos because I just started really trying to take care of my hair. I just got it locked and that was it. So I don't think that's a lane for me to take right now, at least not yet. Let's see. I sold $200 pants yesterday. Still some people out there with money that are buying $200 pants. What type of pants are those? Share that brand with the community. Let me know, because that brand, I need to find that. $200 pants. That's what's up. Have you been able to do any garage sales or estate sales in your area? I actually went to one garage sale like two or 3 weeks ago. I even bought a GoPro. I bought the GoPro Hero 7 so I could start doing some more garage sales. I don't think they're going to be having them, especially not right now, but once everything gets back to normal and as long as it's not too hot and the garage sale season is still in full swing, I'm gonna get out there, attach the GoPro to me and just try to do some garage sale content. But hold on, y'all. The broadcast is not over yet. Give me a second. All right, y'all. Be back. Let me use this FaceTime camera real quick. Told you I was gonna rock out until the camera died, and the camera died. So we done with this. But good thing is I got the laptop camera. So let me just answer those last couple questions that we had in here real quick. Yeah, I was talking about the garage sale videos. The fact that the garage sales probably going to slow down as of right now. We'll see. As soon as the garage sales are back on, I'm gonna head back out there. I got the GoPro on deck, so those videos should be some just different type of content. So look forward to those. But as of right now, I'm sure there's not going to be any garage sales happening. Keeping up with what's happening every day because of the virus and how it's affecting Poshmark sales and the ability to go out and source. Yeah, you gotta keep up with it. You gotta stay active. Still try to make some sales because people are still buying. So still make sales. Still try to do what you can. Sales for me, particularly on Poshmark, is very slow. So that's something to keep in mind. Poshmark, eBay sales, if anything, have been way more productive, but Poshmark sales have definitely slowed down for me. Macari has been doing its thing, been getting amazing offers and sales. Happy I started to cross post a few days ago. Yeah, I've been hearing Macari is good. Some people have been saying Macari is dying, Macari slowing down, but it's all about how you master that different platform. Some people hate eBay. Some people say eBay is not working. For me, eBay is my bread and butter. So like you said, Macari is doing good for you. So stick with it. You figured it out. You know how to work that platform. So stick with it. You might not necessarily want to waste your time on other platforms because you got Macari, figured out, but that's how you gotta do it. Can you do some life videos, life workout, healthy eating, cooking, traveling? Yeah, I'm gonna start doing something like that. I think I might do some vlogging when we head to Buffalo and just try to do a little something, because I'm not sure what the environment is like over there in terms of garage sales, in terms of stores closing. It might still be open over there, so I'll check it out and see. Christian Dior lambskin pants bought at a consignment store. Wow, anything lambskin, I'm sure that will sell for big money. So congrats on that sale. All right, y'all, just ran through the comments really quickly, but like you guys can see, my camera is dead. I'm using the FaceTime camera right now, so I'm gonna head out. Thanks for chopping it up with me. I'm probably do another live stream tomorrow because I definitely do enjoy connecting with you guys. Just, you know, so I definitely, like I said, I definitely do appreciate it. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. And oh, Death Pile post. That's a good one. I'm gonna drop that Death Pile video for you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.